Okay, so what can I say about the forms of resentment? Well, for starters, it doesn't help anybody get anywhere. Normally, when we hold back saying something's because we don't want to start anything, no conflict, we don't want to start no fights, we don't want to hurt the other person's feeling, maybe. And even to the point that we don't have enough confidence to stand up for ourselves and do so. However, our inner child's still in there, and if you're not one that's ever been stood up for in general in life, whether it be friends, family, or whoever you were raised around and brought up with, then it's going to be even more difficult in adulthood to stand up for yourself and say what you need to say, especially the honest truth. However, if you start to acknowledge certain things and speak your truth and put your healthy boundaries down, then there's going to be a little bit of conflict there. It's better that than saving it and harnessing it all internally and then either punishing yourself or doing your best to transmute it, but always feeling like your well is running dry or like you're exhausted. If you're not able to say no, if you're not able to stand up for yourself and say, I don't appreciate you talking to me like that, or I don't appreciate the way you're carrying out this sort of business, or I don't appreciate the way you're handling this circumstance, or like I would appreciate you doing the right thing and so on and so forth. If you don't speak your truth, the problem is that you're going to be the one that holds those burdens. You're going to end up ultimately carrying those burdens for everyone around you if you don't take accountability your part in it. Meaning, you have to speak up and say something. So resentment's a really funny thing that, especially if it starts early, it can turn into something very toxic. And the people around you may not understand when you start to speak up and say what it is that you need to say because they're not doing it for themselves, but that doesn't matter. That's on them. What you're responsible for ultimately is you, how you act, how you think, how you feel, what you say, and the words that you speak out of your mouth are very important and they're very powerful. So, if you're one of those individuals just waiting and waiting and waiting and you kind of build that resentment up, what's going to happen is it's going to become very toxic. You're going to start projecting that outwards. It may even manifest into something physically, like an ailment or something like that. And you may not know where it's coming from or why, but ultimately it's your body telling you it's stress. It's stress. And it's not a healthy way of living. I have lived it in the past and I'm slowly coming out of it by standing up and speaking my truth. I don't know if you've been following me, but if you have, thank you very much. I really appreciate your love and support in any way, even energetically. But if you are just coming onto my channel, I've got a lot to offer through my own experiences for my own healing journey. And you either take it, it resonates with you, or you leave it. When it comes to my readings, if you're interested in having a reading, you're more than welcome to ask for a reading. But other than that, I can't offer you anything than what I already have put up here. And I've done my part to speak my truth. And I stand in my own power. I stand in my own light. And I know who the F I am. And I'm not going to sacrifice that for anybody. Yes, I'm willing to help people that are willing to do the work for themselves. But if they're not, ultimately, I can't keep giving to people that don't appreciate what I have to offer. And you should do the same for you.